So to hear some people talk, is this blessing anybody right now? But to hear some people talk, you would think that feelings were evil and feelings are sinful. But there is no feeling, there is no emotion that is sinful. What? There is not a single emotion or a feeling that is sinful. See, what's done with the feeling, what's done with the emotion is what determines its effects in our lives. You do something with that feeling, now that can be sinful. I feel like slapping you. All right. You better talk to that hand. You better, all right. See, that thought is not sinful. It's just trying to give you something to do. You can't say everything you think or do everything that you think or say everything you feel. You know, you pull out some clothes sometime and say, I feel like I ought to wear this. Then you look at it and go, you know what, I need to stop that. Their thoughts, their feelings. Some of you are depressed because you've been caught up in a world where people don't even think that you are a complete person if there's not someone swinging with you every time you go somewhere. It's a pitiful shame that some of you are good-looking, young, single bachelors or bachelorettes or whatever you are. They call the ladies when you're alone. It's a sad shame that because people can't identify you with somebody, you have lost your identity. And so now you spend your life searching for somebody to make you complete just to prove to incomplete people that you're already somebody. Because you just realize this is just a time, man. Somebody will look at you in the face right now if your life is a wreck and ask you, don't you believe in divorce? Divorce is a sin. Divorce is not a sin. Now what you did to go into that divorce might be. But some of you are wrapped up in a trap because you're thinking that what you didn't realize you got into one season is a sin. Now, I know I'm in the minority now, and I know that I will get letters, and I know I won't answer them. I'm telling you right now. And I'm not going to be the guy that everybody will bring down and talk to the family planning group. There is no feeling that is sinful. Feeling down is not a sin. And that's why sometimes you don't go to church. Because Satan says, you're down, right? Yeah. Would you want a child who has to come to you every time stuff is always right? Our children would never speak to us. What creates that bond with you and your child is when that child can come to you when they know they've messed up. See, you're about the only person the child can go up and get an embrace from when you know they're musty. Everybody else they got to clean up for. Feeling down is not a sin. But because we've been told that feeling down is sinful, most people won't even come to church when you're feeling down because you don't want to go to God with your sin. And you haven't even sinned because you're feeling down. You sinned because you did something when you were feeling down. You took a puff of something, you took a drink of something with that emotion and you messed up your temple. Turn to somebody and say, you're still all right. Okay, they're not listening. Turn to the other person. Tell them you're still all right. I mean, because feeling down can go from anything, guys. I mean, you can get stopped by the police. If you've never been stopped by the police before, that is a bummer. That is because you've been watching too much TV. And when you saw the red lights on you, you thinking, oh, I got to bust a cap. You don't even have a cap. What is wrong with you? You watching TV, you thinking about getting your head slammed. You thinking about what am I going to do with the next 48 hours? You thinking about, is there blood in my trunk? What is wrong with you? You got a ticket. Relax. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Reach for your insurance. Look straight ahead. Do not look at the flashlight. It'll make you do like that, and you look like you're mad. Don't look in the flashlight. And by all means, don't put your hand on that man's flashlight. You're going to be on TV. And every once in a while, because you are a decent Christian, turn around and wave at his camera. Because the camera on the car just... But don't be... Okay, I'm sorry. I need to grow up. But it's a ticket. But because you're feeling down, you're not going to go to church now, because when the police pulls off, you feel like the whole world knows. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? It's a ticket. What do you do with tickets? You go to banquets or something. They're trying to give you something so you can go to court with everybody. Now you're in court. You just walk in court feeling down because, oh my goodness, you've been watching too much court TV. You waiting on Judge Wapner. You waiting on Judge Mathis. We're coming. You just got dressed all up because you think you're going to be on TV. It's a ticket. So it's a feeling, and it is no sin to feel down. You said you weren't going to eat any chocolate for the next 2 weeks. Well, you said that twice in 2 weeks. Now you're feeling down. You're feeling down. You made a vow to God. You say, God, I promise you I'm not going to do something for another 2 weeks, and you slipped and you messed up and you don't go to God because you're feeling down. The enemy knows when you're feeling down. And so if feeling down is a sin, some of you have believed that feeling down is a sin, and therefore you won't go to God. Because you think that every time you come to God, everything has to be always all right, and you know you're never always all right. So that's why it's so easy to miss church. As a matter of fact, the next time you feel down, if you live close, just pass by the church. Can't wait till Sunday.